Brain Blast.
Welcome to Brain. We are currently.
Brain Blast is a quiz game craze sweeping the city of Academia. Access one of the quiz terminals and challenge your gray matter. A wonderful prize is awarded to those who give correct answers to every question. There are multiple quiz terminals, so why not try for a perfect score at every location?
Your entry has been accepted. Answer all questions correctly and receive a fabulous prize. Bend your mind to the task and aim for a perfect score. Here is your first question.
Where on Sarah's head is her ponytail? Left ear? I can kind of see it. Below her neck.
Correct. Question 2.
What is Hope's surname? Time.
Congratulations. Question 3.
What is Saz's unparalleled attack? I believe it's Cold Blood.
Also correct. Question 4.
What hobby became popular among the feeble elderly who moved from Cocoon to Grand Pulse? The question before this one and the question right now don't make any sense. I'm gonna go with poker.
This concludes our quiz. Unfortunately, you did not obtain a perfect score. We look forward to your next attempt at the Brain Blast Challenge.
Joke's on you, I'm gonna try again.
Welcome to. We are currently. Here is your first.
The weather controlling device in the Arcalite Step can't do which of the following? Can't make it snow. It can't raise the temperature? I want to say it can't make it snow.
Correct. Question 2.
When Snow and Sarah got engaged, what did they buy together to show their love for one another? Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure they're necklaces, because those would be some insane earrings.
Congratulations. Question 3.
What does Sarah do for a living? Is it a teacher?
Also correct. Question 4.
Saz is best known for his abilities as a pilot, but what is his former occupation? He is not best known for his abilities as a pilot? What? Being a gambler is not an occupation. And while one may think that Saz's hair is wonderful, hey, that's not a hairdresser, that's a barber. And, you know, Saz doesn't do that for a living. I feel like train conductor is not it. I feel like Air Force pilot though is not right. I'm gonna go with train conductor and get this one wrong. Oh, okay.
Correct. Question 5.
This is the one with the time limit? I have not seen a time limit. Which monster dons colorful garb? Okay, so it's not the pudding. I think it's the Apotamkin.
Keep it up. Question 6.
Jesus, how many are there? I cared so much about Sarah, you should know. Oh my goodness. All right. Feeble elderly. So it's not poker. I don't want to believe that it's hunting, so I guess I'm going to go with gardening.
Correct. Question 7.
Which of the following is not a nickname for the jet used by the former Sanctum army? Jesus. I'm gonna go with Falco.
This concludes our quiz. We look forward.
There's too many questions on this quiz. Thought it was gonna be like a 5-question thing. Maybe we'll come back to those. Also, some of those questions are insane. How am I supposed to know any of that in this game?
Oh, I see.
Oh my gosh. Talk to you guys in a second.
What we create here is hope and inspiration for mankind.
Wait, you created hope? There was a thing that appeared right here. Get over here.
Hi there.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Where you taking me, lady?
I'll have to do my best to create an ideal world.
Hi there.
Did you literally just fly me around the entire area just to put me a few steps above where I was originally? Wow. Let's see if we can sneak this here.
It's just a little long. What is it?
Oh, come on. Use
Good boy.
hog.
I should ask someone about this. What are you?
Oh, that mini map is even moving with those things. Kind of crazy.
When the director opened his eyes, I was overcome with so much emotion. I mean, a legendary man who lived 400 years ago was right there.
Ah. It was cryo sleep. Well, you know what they say about cryo sleep? You know, Riddick didn't exactly enjoy it so much. Platinum.
Awesome!
Man, Chronicles of Riddick, that's a good movie. Right?
Looking good.
That movie could use a little bit more recognition. Don't need a lot. A little bit. Guess it's up to me to provide the recognition for it. A great movie. Some people say Pitch Black is a movie I should see as well, because that's a Riddick movie. But I haven't seen that one.
Hope told us that he invented a machine called a time capsule. That's how they got here. Back in 13 AF, Hope devised a plan to build an artificial fal'Cie. It was called the Proto-fal'Cie Project. He wanted to use the new technology to re-levitate Cocoon. But then one day, Hope saw a certain prophecy in the Oracle Drive.
So I activated the Oracle Drive and watched the prophecy. I saw you fighting the Proto-fal'Cie, and I saw you screaming out at me. Your machines are driving me nuts!
Well, I was getting pretty ticked off by that point.
Well, exactly. So we were forced to reevaluate the project, and eventually abandon it.
Okay, you saw Sarah getting mad at you, so you canceled your project, and then poof, the Proto-fal'Cie disappeared. Is that about right? We didn't destroy it so much as it never existed in the first place.
We were following the wrong path to the future. If the Proto-fal'Cie had managed to get control of Cocoon, it would have made itself the second Eden, and we'd be back where we began.
Yeah. It would have been just like how it was on the old Cocoon.
We realized we couldn't let that happen. We had to levitate Cocoon using only human technology.
Right. Not to mention that if you had kept with the original plan, your machines would have killed you.
Really? Then we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Funny, you lose your temper and the whole future changes.
Great!
Okay. Okay.
Alyssa and I decided to come to the future to observe the 13th Arc, the structure that appears in the sky of this time period.
That thing that's floating above us now?
Yes. In the end, we abandoned the idea of restoring the old Cocoon. Instead, we planned to build an entirely new shell. Of course, there's still the problem of how to keep such a creation airborne.
A whole new Cocoon. That's an ambitious plan.
Sure is. And that's why you're here, to find out what keeps the Ark afloat.
Exactly. When we learned of the Ark's appearance through the Oracle Drive, we had to come and see it for ourselves.
I'll add this to the design.
So nobody in the entire academia was like, I'm not going to dispose of this Proto-fal'Cie stuff. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to research it by myself. Totally something that would happen.
So, I bet you're dying to know how we came to the future, huh?
Oh, you built a time capsule, apparently.
You
Somehow.
heard about the time capsule we used? It's a device that slows down time only for its occupants. The effect is caused by the creation of a powerful gravitational field and, well, essentially we just slept as the outside world flashed forward into the future.
This capsule of yours, it can't take you back, can it?
Unfortunately not. And considering it broke down after a single use, I doubt it'll prove to be a popular method of time travel.
You risked your own life for the sake of Cocoon.
Oh, the director was there with me. Hey, Sarah. After coming to the future myself, I think I understand how you must feel. The Academy has welcomed us with open arms, and we can research as we always have, but sometimes I get these terrible anxiety attacks.
Alyssa,
Please, Sarah, you have to let me apologize for the way I treated you in the past. Maybe you can't forgive me for that, but I hope as fellow time travelers, we can face the future on friendly terms.
Wait, what did she do to us? Didn't she help us out and all that other stuff? Wasn't it just her evil self that, you know, that was made up by the Proto-fal'Cie? I'm confused.
The Academy has made progress on its investigation into the 13th Arc. At this stage, there is good news and there is bad news.
Let's hear the good news first.
Oh, you hear the bad news first.
We've discovered that the Ark's reactor is powered by an ore cluster, known as the Graviton Core. By collecting these, there's a possibility that the new Cocoon will be up in the sky in no time.
that is good news.
Yeah, okay. So now you gotta hit us with the bad news.
Each ore cluster provides only a certain amount of power. The 13th Arc, for example, requires a single graviton core. we're going to need multiple cores that we can't seem to find.
Need a hand with the search?
If there's one thing we're good at, it's looking for weird objects.
We could use the help. With you two on the case, we'll have those cores in no time.
I'll put together some data on graviton cores. Check in with the Academy front desk.
You know, I don't understand. It would have been nice to have a conversation of why don't you just lower down Cocoon gently, you know? Because then you don't have to worry about it falling down again. Collect all of the graviton cores required to levitate the new Cocoon. The scientists at the Academy need you to bring 5 different graviton cores. Try asking at the front desk of the Academy headquarters for information on where to begin your search. Once you have the cores, return to the Academy headquarters and deliver them to Alyssa. Alrighty. I am really hungry right now for some reason.
Looking good.
Alyssa told me all about you. You're helping us find the graviton cores, isn't that right? And perfect timing. I just got an update with the latest info.
This ore, is it really that valuable?
Oh, yes. The Academy have sent survey teams all over the place. They've searched everywhere, but they haven't found a shard of the stuff. But according to this latest data, our scientists use resonance imaging to identify a possible deposit. So we do have a defined location where a team can start looking. But it's just...
It's just what?
Well, it's kind of in a different time.
Sounds like a job for us, all right. Here, show me that data.
Okay, first of all, how do you build a time travel device? How would Hope build a time travel device? Second of all, how are you detecting materials in other times? How do you know that those materials are in other times in comparison to the time that you're in, and not just like another thing? And then how do you know how to get there? How do you know that it's possible to get there? This is why time travel doesn't work. Doesn't work. You know, they just go too deep down the rabbit hole, and it just starts going all over the place. Hey, Epicotter. Graviton core readings have been detected somewhere in the area of New Bodom on Grand Pulse. Resonance imaging puts the date at 3 AF. No records exist for the cores in this area, so we believe the space-time anomalies may have been kept object hidden. We have designated the target Graviton Core Alpha. Alright, Brusher Ruins at 5 AF. Erba 200 AF. Academia 400 AF. Oh, great. How do you, that's like an alternate timeline. How do you even know? Yashjas Mountains 100 AF. Oh, wait, Village of Orba, again. I remember that bridge. Wait, how many Sokofu cores are there? Unless Waterscape. This is crazy. I was thinking like 3. Just kept
We
going.
changed the future, but it still needs our help. I bet we can find that ore.
They need a way to lift the new Cocoon into the sky, and we can help them do it. Maybe that's why we've been brought here.
I might have to go through those again and write them down, because I don't think I have access. I don't think I have access to quests. Ah, this is where. I'm gonna write these down. Alrighty. New Boda. 3AF. Pressure Ruins. 5AF. Orba. 200 AF. Academia. 400 AF. Yashchas Mountain. 100 AF. Right. Orba again. And Sunless Waterscape. There's no time period for that one. Oh, 400. Alrighty then.
I think it's time to get my apartment. All good here.
What have I done?
Hi there.
I don't think this is where I'm supposed to... I think I'm backwards. Yeah. I did it wrong. Man. Okay, so those must be like quiz terminals. Probably another one over there. Oh yeah, it says it right over there. Quiz terminal. Let's save, and then we'll return to the Historia Crux, and we'll just go down the list one by one. Chris Yim, the Otter VTuber you sometimes watch, is going through the Batman Arkham series since he saw Batman and loved it. Aha. I own Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham
Time and memory frozen in
City. The first one and the second one. Tried playing the first one, I think is Arkham Asylum, and I didn't really like the combat. It's really weird because, well, Like, everybody loves the combat in that game. And the combat really wasn't driving me. I'm not a Batman fan as well. But I also didn't like the creepy nature of the game either. So I just had a lot of things going against me for that game.
Hey guys, you're back. Not that you've been away that long. A few hours ago, right? That's when we saw you off, but look at you now. You've changed somehow. Like you've gone through a lot in a short time. So Noah was telling the truth about time travel and all that jazz. Don't tell the townsfolk about it, though. Who knows how they'll react. You gotta be tired. Go home, get some rest.
Can you quit telling me what to do? All right. I'll do what I want. Alright, how the sucker foo am I supposed to find on the map? Not on the map. Oh yeah, I'm at 98% on this area. Makes me incredibly salty.
Let's go home already. Hey!
Space Sicilian?
I kind of feel bad.
We got one. Don't mess with a Space Sicilian when death is on the line. Alright. Watch this be what I'm looking for. Just randomly floating about.
Hope we don't run into new monsters.
I don't think I have one of these guys.
Just as expected.
You know what? That right there looks super suspicious. Super suspicious. Watching a replay. The race to world first has begun.
It's really scary out here at night.
Godot says we can let people through. Watch out for monsters, though.
Easy, Brad.
Come on and get it, you monsters!
You monsters!
We should just close this area off.
Tell me about this giga suspicious area.
I want to become the leader of Nora someday.
Yeah, keep dreaming. That's fair. Arkham isn't everyone's thing. It feels like it's everyone's thing. A lot of people like it. Should stop reading YouTube comments. Kids claiming movies, music, and video games were so much better in 2014 does not help your anger issues. Come on. Surely there's gotta be a movie that
Sunset, it's a hard job.
you thought was amazing. In comparison to movies of ye olden days.
Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
We had some questionable movies back in the day. This may be a little bit of heresy to say, but I do think that the quality of movies and like the variety of movies has gone up. You know, quality, of course, being a variety of factors and stuff like that, but you know, from visuals to kind of the different stories that they want to tell, definitely does feel like, you know, there's quite a lot to work with.
Oh, Huge has me doing rounds. He seems laid back, but actually he's a lot more strict than he looks.
Hey, you guys. Did you see a medical kit lying around anywhere? I thought I'd left one in Nora House, but I can't seem to find it. I'm guessing someone had a use for it during that ruckus yesterday. Pulse is a dangerous place, and I don't have the supplies to deal with serious injuries. If you find the kit, can you bring it to me? Thank you. My other kits are practically empty, and we still have people to treat. I put in an order for supplies, but deliveries take forever to arrive. I'm counting on you. Yes, that's it! You found my kit! I've been using this kit since I lived on Cocoon. Couldn't believe I'd lost it. It's funny how you get attached to these things. I'm sorry it's not much of a reward, but here. Ever seen a rock like this? I found it just over there. Do me a favor and try not to get yourselves hurt. I've got enough patients already. There aren't many people who like to play nurse around here.
Okay. I thought she was going to give me one of them graviton orb things. I was about to get salty.
I see you guys are still alive. Slightly tattered, but alive. At least the journey's educational.
You do find it cool how a lot of the voice cast and writers from the 90s animated series worked on the games, though. That is pretty cool. I didn't know that.
We decided to take turns looking after the cat. I'm stuck with the first shift since I came up with the system.
It's only been a few hours. You're not even looking after the cat. You're out here doing nothing. Still at 98%.
It takes courage and strength to protect other people.
I promise to be good, so please don't go away.
Bye. It's pretty much the same. Good movies still exist, but they are not common. They never were.
I really can't thank Nora enough for saving us.
I think that may be true. I think I would phrase it in that there are a lot of good movies that I just don't like. Because I think it's fair to say that there are quite a, you know, a large chunk of movies out there are good movies from a
surf tomorrow. I'm grateful for Nora.
like a
Start preparing dinner.
critic's standpoint, I suppose. From an objective standpoint.
So huggable, don't you think? Fine.
Hug that, sucker. Except for in the 90s when everything kicked butt. There's some great movies back in the day. That's for sure.
I want you to teach me more about science.
What kid?
Where's Mark?
Say that.
Sarah, you look different. Stronger. Like you've been through a lot.
I can't find my boobs.
Who was asking? Okay. Where am I supposed to go?
I love my Mark so much.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't know. New Bodum 3AF. Continue talking to people, I guess. Gotta be at least one or two people that I missed.
I'm really glad to see you guys again. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need me to fix a bot, I'm your man. I can fix even the most beaten down machine. My shop's doing great, like usual. Yeah, I wonder if I should expand my business and send my products through time. Man, I cannot wait to hear all the time-traveling stories from your trip. I know you're busy now, but when you do have the time, you know where to find me.
I am shocked that we have more than one voice line here.
I'm really glad to see you guys again.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Snow, where is he anyway? It's been a heck of a long time since he left.
You know.
I can't believe he hasn't even dropped you a line. You know what I'm saying? I know it must be hard on you, with you guys just having moved in together.
Are you trying to be disrespectful right now?
You're tougher than you look. You remind me a lot of your sister. It takes courage and strength to protect other people. Speaking of Snow, where is he? It's been a heck of a long...
Oh, I was like, oh, I see a little dot over here.
We're debating if we should change her name. It's a little confusing calling her Snow. Godot won't stop with the jokes.
I wonder if Mackie will teach me about mechanics and robots and stuff.
I hear there are lots of people still holed up on Cocoon, but I doubt they would come to visit this small backwater town.
Man, I am giga confused. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, is that supposed to be a hint? I know where that is. I know where that is. I was just over there too, and I was like, this place was suspicious. To be fair, the last fully good M&M, the Marshall Mathers LP2 did come out in 2013. But for the most part, you disagree with the statement they are making. They're also not 8. Well, yeah, I mean, we also have to recognize that you know,
We don't have enough
subjective opinions are. Alright, these dogs are barking. It is not gardening day. Alright. Oh wow, it was here the whole time? You're supposed to warn me about these things, Mog. I was right here too. How did I not see that? Alright, Brescia Ruins. I mean, it was more competition in the industry in the 90s, producers trying to stop each other, etc. Now it's solely about the money. I don't necessarily agree with that either. I don't think it's solely about the money.
Time.
I think I think maybe what I would say is it's less about the competition. There are still people out there that want the competition, but you also have to realize that you don't just start rapping, okay? And you're like, man, I want to be the greatest rapper alive and work for free. You know, I'm pretty sure that there have been hundreds, maybe even thousands of great rappers or musicians in general in the world. These dogs are... Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Find out what the sucka's going on with these dogs. 1 second. As usual, dogs are barking at nothing. Alright. I think I might have somewhat of an idea of where that is. What happens? What was I saying? Oh yeah, like nobody wants to work for free, you know. I think I had this conversation sort of with Kylor a while back, but it was, you know, different subject and whatnot.
My head is starting to pound.
But, you know, I believe, at least from my point of view,
so there's been
currently,
a spatial shift.
you know, subject to change, of course.
I want to take a break for a while.
People's motivations likely start with a passion for the craft. And then, you know, they either evolve or devolve into something that's a little bit more realistic. Really know how to get up there. Like, you're 21, so you're Gen Z, but you're honestly kind of annoyed with a good chunk of kids who are also technically Gen Z. Like, all they want to do is scroll through TikTok and cancel people like Eminem for lyrics on his Recovery album. I've given up trying to understand kids. If I went to 300 Brescia Ruins, could I get rid of this stuff? I feel like I went there. I didn't see anything. I walked around a little bit before leaving.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Eminem is a god. Doesn't matter what year his albums were made, he's going to be remembered long after we were all dead and gone. Right up there with Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson. That could and most definitely be true. Very little people out there that can compete and have competed with him from multiple categories for sure. Guy's crazy.
The reports say you handled that thief in the ruins. Now I can sleep at night. We learned that all thieves were once normal human beings. Their only salvation.
Take a look at the picture again. Not incredibly helpful. Inaccessible to contemporary observers.
Lies in a merciful death.
Come on, Mom.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to get over here.
Too easy.
Kinda wish I could turn off encounters so that I can figure this out. Place where grass is. Looks like it's this area. How do I get in there? Oh, this guy is living.
You deserve a treat.
What is up with that?
Is that it?
don't see it. Was that it right there? I think I might see it. Oh, albino Lobo. Never seen these ones. They got some HP on them. I got one. Alright, so let's experiment here.
Come on, Mom. Go, Mom. No good, Kupo. Go, Mom.
Maybe I'll talk to the people in town and they'll be like, hey, we can give you a ladder.
So what was Atlas anyway? I asked the scientists, but I had no clue what they were talking about. It's not like I wanted a detailed thesis. They could have just given me the basics.
Big giant.
Although Atlas has been... I have a feeling that more incidents like this paradox will occur. We need to be prepared for anything if we want to have a future.
I guess the historians and archaeologists are having a field day out there in the ruins. But for the military, there's not much out here to provide us with ideas for a new technology. I gotta hand in my report.
That file was definitely written by my future self.
I need more monster samples.
Does that Moogle fight with you in battle? I'll bet he's a brave little fella. Isn't it wonderful he risks his life to protect his owner?
It is wonderful. And he never even complains. No, almost never.
Yeah, although he does get overexcited sometimes.
Whenever you want to turn into a ladder, let me know.
A project to rebuild Cocoon will be starting up any day soon now. But before we start, we can use all the bright minds we can get.
The Academy strives for self-sufficiency. The policy is strongly supported by the provisional government. They don't want a repeat of what happened here on Cocoon.
I guess we need to be careful. I'll give you the...
I majored in animal behaviors, so my focus is on researching monsters.
I hear you were able to deactivate Atlas. You're stronger than any of the troops out there.
I've always been protected by others. And I knew that had to change.
Well, that's good to hear. Resolve can sometimes be a powerful weapon.
Should we continue our research?
There are a lot of strange things in this world. Nothing much surprises me anymore.
Go, Mom.
Is this even safe?
That
Do you
file
know
was
New Bodom?
definitely written by my future self.
Where to go? Where to go? Once again, it's another one of these ones that I don't know what to do. It has been 1 hour.
According to my notes, in a few years' time, that trainee...
You can't eat those bioweapons in the ruins, no matter how...
This incident would make a great movie.
It's possible that someone could use the data we record today.
The ability to time travel will be the Academy's main topic of research someday soon.
That file was definitely...
We're all one big happy family here at the Academy. I have to tell you though, there's a lot of competition for bright students for our various projects.
Personally, I don't want to rely on crystals. For all we know, that could lead to the fal'Cie ending up in charge again, and nobody wants that.
Now that things seem to have calmed down, I should get back to my research.
So, I wonder who was actually patrolling with that second communicator.
I'm like 99.999% certain that a chocobo is not required. Because I tried with the chocobo before. But I can try again. Also, got a mark. Alright, for the YouTube folks, we gotta wait until the next episode. Hey.
Am I the only one freaking out?
Freak out. Dun, 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 dun. There seems to be some sort of floatiness to this, though. Aha. Oh, this is what I was seeing, but that's not what it is. Let's just confirm I can see it first. Does look like the area. I just don't see anything. I can't, you know. Oh my gosh, I pressed the wrong button.
Come on, Mark.
Over here. Well, I wanted to go over to the other area first, but I pressed L1 like a goofball. Oh, well. We're getting out of here. Okay, so I guess you gotta use the dudes. Some of them. Next up is Erba. I didn't put that on there. Thanks for stopping by, Epic Otter. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wait, there's two Erbas? Apparently there is a 400 AF Erba.
Time and...
Oh, I've never been to that one. You know what? We'll mark here. Well, you know, not to waste this. I ain't wasting it.